So our super creators met Ayan Mukherjee and talked about Brahmastra. It includes Men of Culture, Super, Desi Nerd. And it's actually great that they are being recognized today because they have been doing it for so long. They have, created a community who cares about pop culture. And I feel it's one of the big reasons why Marvel, DC, Hollywood films are working so well in India and especially Brahmastra because they have laid the foundation for people to understand them, to make them accessible through their videos. So kudos to them and let's see what the talk they had.
हेलो एवरीवन, आज
Round
जो है
table.
हम लोग ब्रह्मास्त्र मूवी के ऊपर एकदम डिटेल में डिस्कशन करने वाले हैं, वो भी मूवी के डायरेक्टर के साथ, अयान मुखर्जी. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल अयान, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस फॉर द रिलीज एंड सक्सेस ऑफ योर फिल्म.
Thank
आई
you.
एम बादल फ्रॉम बीएनएफ टीवी.
जी.
ही इज मोहित फ्रॉम कॉमिक वर्ल्ड.
बादल, मोहित, पीजे, अमीश एंड अमन.
या
I want to see कि ये जो हमारा राउंड टेबल है ना, with you guys, especially, it's quite exciting for me.
मैं पूछना चाह रहा था कि मूवी का मैं जो इनिशियल टाइटल था, कहीं पढ़ा था मैंने कि मूवी का इनिशियल टाइटल ड्रैगन होने वाला था. और इवन मूवी में गुरुजी भी 2-3 बार इस बारे में बात करते हैं कि ड्रैगन की पावर्स एंड ऑल. तो
okay.
वो टाइटल से ब्रह्मास्त्र
कैसे
कैसे
suffer हुआ?
हाँ.
So what happens is, no, sometimes as a filmmaker, when you pick a subject, you're very attracted to a subject, but in some way, जैसे आप वो फिल्म को बना रहे हो, you are also understanding your own attraction for that subject, and you are going through the process of solving something as you're making the film. But at the same time, मैं modern characters के बारे में लिख रहा था. मेरी जो एक concept थी वो थी कि इस लड़के में अग्नि की शक्ति है. So I very ऊपर से, because he had the pull of fire in him, I wrote the word dragon on this script. And we started writing the script. And it was dragon because it was about a boy who had this connection with fire. But as we started to, go deeper into the film, as I started to go deeper in the film, I understood that mostly my inspiration was shifting from Harry Potter, from Lord of the Rings. It was shifting more towards Indian history, towards Indian culture, because I felt that that is actually more deeply in me, and this will make this
Makes
project
sense.
very unique and really make it connect with our country. I wanted to celebrate our country, and I also started understanding कि ये जो शब्द है, कि इस कैरेक्टर का नाम शिवा है. It's a very powerful thing actually, that we don't even, through making the film, my connection with Shiv Bhagwan became deeper because I understood much more the beauty and the depth and the power in what he stands for. Same thing happened with the concept of astras and the concept of Brahmastra. So wo mere andar, as I was peeling the layers, I understood that actually I want to draw from the well of Indian spirituality. And so early on only I realized कि ये dragon थोड़ा superficial title है. इसमें वो depth नहीं है जो Brahmastra के अंदर है. So I changed it.
मेरी वो वाली थ्योरी बताओ क्या.
बताइए कौन सी theory?
So in the end we see that Shiva takes all the energy of Brahmastra. और जब हम एक मोमेंट होता है when we see it in his eyes as well. तो is it possible कि उसने उस एनर्जी को एब्जॉर्ब कर लिया है because Brahmastra is no more glowing when we see it.
I want to answer this cleverly क्योंकि I don't want to take away the enjoyment of future parts also.
Absolutely.
But मैं आपको ये definitely कहूँगा कि I was not able in part 1 to share enough about the Brahmastra.
Okay.
In general, कि वो exactly है क्या, what is its creative possibility, what is also its destructive potential. So definitely Shiva.
If a question is, Are, you should have removed the love story, focus on Brahmastra, why didn't you do that? Filmmaking doesn't work like that. There's a lot of things, it's not that easy.
And his connection to the Brahmastra, how he managed to calm it down, that is a continuing track. In fact, Abhi, as we get into Dev's story and part 2 story, we will definitely bring a lot more focus onto ये ब्रह्मास्त्र के साथ exactly हुआ क्या था और क्या होने वाला है. So my thought was, उसमें we told you one layer of the story कि कुछ हुआ था, the ब्रह्मास्त्र exploded and ये ऋषि मुनि साथ में आए and they managed to calm it down. But exactly what happened with the ब्रह्मास्त्र and how they calmed it down and exactly what happened, my thought is that all 3 parts of Brahmastra will open with going deeper into that story.
That's interesting because even I thought maybe that's it. They just calmed it down and that's it. We'll never go back to it. And that's the mythology they are setting up for the film. But no, there's a lot more to it. So I'm pretty excited for that.
All start with that same kind of thoda prologue.
Okay.
And we'll open it up a little bit more
Okay.
and then carry it into the story. Basically, that's
That
my
is
thought.
actually very good because we follow this story from the perspective of Shiva, and he himself doesn't know much about Brahmastra.
जी
तो ऑडियंस को भी नहीं पता, और जैसे जैसे उसको पता चलेगा वैसे ऑडियंस को भी पता चलेगा.
जी,
सो
जी.
आई लाइक दैट. बट अब हम लोग थेरीज में जा रहे हैं.
हाँ.
तो देयर इज वन पर्टिकुलर थेरी.
Okay.
आलिया भट्ट वेयर्स अ रिंग थ्रूआउट द मूवी, और वो सेम एग्जैक्ट रिंग हमने देव के फिंगर्स में भी देखी थी. तो इज देयर अ कनेक्शन और
To be honest, हमारे mind में कुछ connection था नहीं.
Okay.
Okay. It was something that the audience caught on.
Okay.
And it was a very nice catch. In a way, I should feel excited कि लोग इतनी, closely,
Detail में
इतने
जा रहे हैं.
गौर से everything they were noticing. It makes it cool. But to be honest, that is a layer that the audience caught that was not a layer in my mind. At least.
Okay.
But you never know now. We'll take some ideas from the audience and tweak the story. You know?
लेकिन मेरा ऑडियंस के साथ भी यही रहता है कि मतलब सबको चाहिए होता है कि पिक्चर में ऐसा होना चाहिए था, पिक्चर में वैसा होना चाहिए था. लेकिन मैं हमेशा ऑडियंस से कहने की कोशिश करता हूँ कि एटलीस्ट एक बार के लिए कंसिडर करो कि क्रिएटर्स ने इसे दिखाने की कोशिश क्या की है. हाँ, कि क्या इससे प्रेजेंट हो रहा है,
विजन क्या है.
हाँ, इसका विजन क्या है, जो
PJ never disappoints.
आपने अभी बता ही दिया उसके बारे में.
मेरा एक और क्वेश्चन था दिमाग में कि ईशा का कैरेक्टर
जी.
that we saw in the movie. कुछ मतलब is it just what we saw or is there more?
She is only Shiva's button, his partner. She's not connected with this Astro ki dunya yet. So no, definitely. My thought is to yet.
okay.
My thought was to build Isha more in part 2 and part 3. That is still the plan. We had some plans for her. But yes, I want to say one thing कि कुछ लोगों को ऐसे भी लगा कि आलिया शायद नेगेटिव कनेक्टेड है इसमें.
हाँ, नहीं, ये बहुत बड़ी theory थी.
side.
ये
बीच में ऐसा
Like
लगा
there were
मैं अपने
little
फ्रेंड को ही बोला था
moments.
कि ऐसा हो सकता है आगे जाके.
There were little moments like she was actively asking कि ब्रह्मास्त्र का टुकड़ा है क्या तुम्हारे पास.
हाँ,
फिर वो
अनिश्चित.
I noticed a passport वाला scene जब वो passport दिखाता है तो she is not willing. तो I just thought maybe.
So that's amazing. The Brahmastra ka tukda, actually the idea in my mind, and शायद वो 100% निकल के नहीं आया होगा also film में, to be honest. I had wanted it to be कि because Shiva's character is a little bit scared of his own power because he has a past trauma about it. He is not so open to this world of astras. उसको actually डर है, तो he wants to live a normal life. But Alia's character actually is a little more fascinated and has a sense of adventure. शायद ये बात 100% हम articulate कर नहीं पाए, लेकिन ये मेरे दिमाग में थी. That is why she is the person who's always more trying to solve things.
I think second time when I watched the film, it's very clear that she's very. I think that's what they try to establish in that sequence where he's, Ranveer says, "Come with me. Will you? Will you dare?" And she's like, "Yes. Why not?" So the film tries to establish. It's not, as he said, it's not fully well, articulated that well. But when you watch the film again, it becomes very clear. But again, you cannot want the audience to watch the film again to really understand. At the first viewing, it should be very clear. But yeah, that part is true, that she's more adventurous than Shiva.
And she's more sharp, or
For something new.
she's asking for stuff.
मैं एक और
Oh,
question
there's
पूछना
been one
चाहता हूँ.
episode more.
It relates to Dev.
When Dev's character is reborn or comes out of the statue.
That's very smart, because I was thinking only 7 minutes. They all went to Mumbai, stayed there. Like if you follow them, Men of Culture and their vlogs and everything, like they all went through all of that in just one 7-minute video. So that's great that they'll be coming out with parts maybe every week now, and that's great to make all their communities be interested and make the film also keep buzzing till a longer time. So great marketing tactics by them. But yeah, looking forward to that again. It's just great, man. To we see all these people make videos, we follow them, we are part of their community, and then they get recognized, they get respected. To be just sitting on a round table with a director, that's a big deal. We only see like big critics or big people do that, but even common people who have come from among us, we all are fans. We are into the fandom, and they are there and they are actually representing us. So that's a great deal, and I'm sure there'll be little. They cannot ask everything. They cannot be brutally honest in some ways of, why not this, why not that. There'll be some, decorum you have to maintain. You have to be respectful there. He's giving you time. He's a creator. You cannot just question him, and you cannot be as vile as some of our comments. So I'm sure they'll be all be very respected, and I'm sure they were treated well. We'll get to know more in their podcast and their videos. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Until then, you can check out this video next. If you like this, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.